Hello, folks. It's Mad Dog Merv, and welcome to part 2 of building the Boot Hill Express. Now, if you haven't seen part 1, great, check it out. If you have seen it, go back and check it out again. I had to make an edit in there because, well, I made a couple of mistakes. Anyway, today what we're going to do is we're going to work on the carpet, and the drapes, and we're going to continue to work on the wood. So without further ado, hello, folks. It's Mad Dog Merv. Welcome to part 3 of this build of the Boot Hill Express. So you will remember that I painted the frame blue because I wanted something a little bit different, and went ahead and put the suspension on, which was just really straightforward and simple. The engine was a simple build, although I did add a lower pulley to it, and now I'm ready to put some wiring on it. So I went ahead and drilled out the holes for that, and we're going to go into a little bit about how I go ahead and do the wiring.
Okay, so I wanted to point out, I'm not going to put you through the hassle of wiring the whole engine, but what I've done is I drilled a hole through the magneto here, and then I drilled one up here and one up here, but not all the way through. This wire I ran all the way through, and I've drilled out my holes here for the plugs, for the plug wire to go in, and I'll have to do it off camera, but I'll just put that down in there. And then these I'll run here and here. I'm going to drill 2 more holes to finish this out. But that's probably as much wiring as I'm going to do to this. Now, one of the issues that I'm having, so I put this in just fine, and I go to put these in, but it doesn't say anything until later. But right here, there's a frame, and you can see it. So I went ahead, you can see it if I can focus on the dang thing. Right there, you can see I painted that the same color as the body. The ones that go here, it does say that they need to be painted later on, but it doesn't say anything about these. So I've painted these, and I'll do the 2 sides here in just a moment and get those put on as we move forward.
Now I've gone ahead and glued the 2 side pieces onto the floor, making sure to align it the way I'm supposed to, which I didn't expect it to go this way, but anyway, this is how it looked. Coming along pretty good. Now I need to put the back end on, and then I'll put the front end on. Well, as I put it on, you can see the gap that I've got. You have got to be kidding me. And I vowed to try and not use any filler as far as like putty, anything like that in this build. So what I am going to use is sprue goo. And you guys have heard me talk about it before. You've seen me use it before, and I have a whole video on it if you want to check that out. Anyway, I'm going to use some sprue goo, and I'm going to fill these gaps. Now, yeah, here's the other end, the back end, and you can see how bad the gap is there. So definitely going to need to do some filling, probably a couple of coats. So here's the front after 1 coat down into the seam, and it's filling it pretty nicely. And here is the back end after a couple of coats, and it's filled in very nice. I go ahead and take my gold paint and some thinner, go over it, and it looks pretty decent. So it turned out well.
Well, okay, the curse of the old kit has definitely caught up to me now. So following the instructions, I put this on, and you guys can see where the gaps were, and all I used was my sprue goo to fill these gaps in, and then I just went over it with some more of the paint, thinned out, and it looks good. Okay, but get this assembly together like I'm supposed to, and it's supposed to go right here somehow. The instructions just show that it goes here somewhere. Yeah, this is a flippin' nightmare. Uh, so I don't know. I'm probably gonna have to cut this back off and try and get this fit first, and then put this back on. But again, the joys of these old kits, that they're just horrible. They really are. What a neat looking project that was just engineered so poorly back in the day, and they just keep repopping them. Of course, this one hasn't been out for a while, but still. Wow.
So I've decided how I'm going to tackle this. I'm going to remove these little mounting pins here, and I'm going to clean up the sides a bit so that I can get some glue on it. And I'm going to have to grind this part here down. And I wound up grinding it a lot more than I wanted to. And you'll see in a minute, I didn't quite get the shape perfectly right, but here is the one side once I got it put back in, and you can see there's a little gap. Well, threw some sprue goo in that. That's going to be just fine. And okay, it's fitting okay, but man, it took some work to get it in there. This side I had cut back too far, so I took a couple of small pieces of sheet styrene and stuck in there with some sprue goo. And we're going to let that dry overnight, and tomorrow we'll get it cleaned up and get some paint on it. Should be fine. One of the biggest problems we have as car builders is getting all four tires to sit on the ground just right. This one was no exception, but this was easy to fix. I just took my hobby knife, put it in this one side, and twisted a little bit on that suspension, and it went right in. Excuse me, not in, but it went down just far enough that I was able to get all fours to sit on the ground. Yay for me. Okay, so this part that very early on it tells you to glue it to the bottom of the floor, and well, as soon as you put the sides on, it doesn't fit, so I had to pull it out. Okay, we'll try to figure out how to make this work. And after about a half hour of messing around with it, trimming it, taking some of the locating pins off, I inverted it, put it in this way, glued it into place, and we'll come back and clean this up a bit later and put some paint back on these areas. But I was able to get it to fit here okay. And when I put the frame in, it works just fine. So I'm assuming this is how it's supposed to go and the directions are wrong. I just don't know. But man, again, the old kit curse. And you can see I've taken the frame, put it down. I've put the body down on the frame. Fits good. All four tires on the ground. You can see what I've decided to do for the rear tires is I took some slicks and wheels off of one of my funny car kits. Unfortunately for the front, well, you can see those rims and the tires that come in the kit. They fit about as well as old people fornicate. Okay, this is just absolute garbage. I'm gonna have to do something else for the front wheels at some point. But you can see how the frame fits here. That's fitting really good. So we're coming along. We're making some progress. But you know what? I'm absolutely done with this thing for right now. So I'm going to have to step away. We'll come back next week and try and get it finished up. Thanks for joining us, folks.